So now we're going to look at one of the side menus. There's a lot going on here, so I may split this up into two videos, but the very first one is we're going to look at the player list. And just like the name suggests, this is just a list of currently connected players, and it will display information about them. And so here's the connection scroll view that we're going to take advantage of. And this is from a previous video where we talked about the simple selection menu. I'm going to go ahead and place this under the canvas I've made there. And I am just going to make sure that this is where I want it. And just like I thought, for some reason it likes to put things a million miles away. All right, so let's put this into our view here. And I want this to display on the right side of my screen. And let's make it most of the screen here. And let's say I want this to stretch on the right side. So there we go. Okay, so now we got it set up in our screen. Let's take a little deep dive into this. So what this is going to do is it's going to reference this player info. We'll get into that a little bit. But all it does is Hey, honey. So just like I did here, it's as simple as dragging and dropping it into your scene, and it takes care of the rest for you under the hood. Okay, and you'll see that this actually has a player connection drawer component, and just like it suggests, it will draw this object and make it a child of this parent. And you see it's just all it is a simple scroll view. So it will dynamically scroll the player list for every player connection that is made or disconnected. So when a player connects, it will spawn this, and when that player disconnects, it will destroy this. And you can say whether or not you want to draw your own player connection or not. By default, I say don't draw yourself. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and build it and see it in action. Join the server, and since I didn't say show myself, it's not going to show my own player connection, but when player 2 connects over here, it should show it. So there we go. Unfortunately, it's behind all this other UI, but you can see, okay, well, I can't show my mouse. Alrighty, but as you see in these images, it says the player's name, and it also tells you the location of the scene that they're in. Now, this text is pretty cut off, so you might want to make this image bigger, and that just has to go back to how I set this up. This view here can be stretched out a little bit. I probably should have stretched it out a little bit more, but you get the general idea. So you'll notice that they also have health bars attached to them, and that is correct according to the player's current health. So now that I've switched teams, I can start damaging them. But the nice thing about this UI is it's global, which means the scene that they're in and the current health that they have is going to be visible to everyone, no matter what scene they're in. So if I, take him down a little bit, you'll see his health has started to decrease. So basically one major takeaway from this is when you're setting these up, make sure that you're adjusting your UI according to what you need. Obviously, the image and the player info I've provided for you here, I expect you to basically modify to your needs. The underlying scripts will work the same. You can see how it's built, but basically when it comes to these UIs, it's up to you on how you want it to look.